Maybe he was high on the hashish.
Gold fever got me on high, spinning my head with that look in my eye. Gold fever, out of time, gonna get gold rich before I die. This is the promised land. By the end of the day, there'll be gold in my hand.
What you find, don't tip the scale. Don't you know Eden ain't for sale?
Been down every mine in this town before. Ain't nothing here but iron ore.
Oh Lord, heard that before. In my whole damn life, I've never been so poor.
Oh, gold fever got me on high, spinning my head with that look in my eye. Gold fever, gonna get gold rich before I die. You say you see that gold in my eyes, it's determination, baby, eyes on the prize.
Call it what you want, our cupboards are bare. Sick of sitting waiting here for you in our chair.
I see what you're saying, but it's not fair.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? We got Gold Eagle and the Rock Smasher down there. And the Rock Smasher is actually in the man cave today.
Yes. Yes, I'm finally back in the man cave. All the kids' studies are done. My wife is gone, off to her girlfriend's wedding out in 2 provinces over in Saskatoon. So it's nothing but me, 3 kids, crack cocaine, and whiskey.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe some dancing girls.
Sounds like you're hanging out in the hanging out in Wisconsin. And Joe,
Yeah.
future's so bright you got to wear shades. So he's got some vision problems. He's 107. Give him a break.
I'll tell you. I gotta tell you. This is the shirt I was wearing today when I got a compliment.
Did you tell him where you got it?
Walmart. Where else?
Did you
You didn't get that from Walmart.
No, I got the compliment in Walmart. I got the shirt from you.
Did you get the other eye done today, Joe, or you got it treated, or
No. I'm just. I
That's
went
what the
to
glitter's all about?
Walmart to get new sunglasses because I broke my other one.
Oh, okay.
But
I
I'm
know
going.
before they did mine, they blew mine up, and I couldn't see. Damn, it was like
I'm going to my eye doctor on Friday, and we're going to assess the situation.
okay.
If more. Eventually, I was. I talked to the guy. He says, "You're like this. You could go either way. It depends on how you feel, how you work with it for a little while, and go back to your eye doctor and see what he's got to say, and then make an educated guess, educated decision." So we're gonna see what happens on Friday.
All right. So we had Scrapyard was in here first, bright and early.
Good, man. Yeah. Other than that, who do we got with us here tonight?
Hillbilly Samurai,
Kingery, Paul Casper,
Scuba Steve.
Steve. What else we got in here?
Oh, there you go, Tom. Okay,
earlier.
I got hung up doing a few things. It was a little late in the mail. I didn't get a chance. In fact, I got your ticket right here from the post office, but I didn't get you a chance to send you that tracking number. But by the time I would have sent it, you got it already. I'm glad you got it. I hope you enjoy it, my friend. Remember, you got to do a video on it. You got to do a video on it.
That's right. So I'm thinking I might pan some dirt.
All right.
I got the water in the tote. I just got to turn on the light and get the pans. And
you should have told me. I would have set something up too. I could have panned. I got all kinds of I've been getting pay dirts out of the yin yang over here. I got to start.
Why don't we do a pay dirt tomorrow?
Travis said he was going to be sluicing some stuff tonight.
I can hold off on mine. I don't care. My basin's outside. We just had a great big thunderstorm come rolling through.
Refilled it with some good fresh water.
Well, I didn't look at it that way. It got blown over to the other side of the yard, so I left it.
Arkansas does have placer deposits, Hillbilly Samurai. I can send you some coordinates for places that people sent me. They don't get a lot of gold, but they do get some gold.
What's with Steve? Why is Steve at the hospital? Oh, what happened?
I don't know. I was blowing him up, tried to find out, and I didn't get an answer. DB's in the house. What's up, DB?
Hey, DB, what's up?
Hi, DB.
Hello, it's me. Before this gets room temperature, I'm having
Gonna crack your Pepsi?
A lemonade. I'm on a lemonade.
Oh.
Is that good lemonade?
Bud Files in the house.
I went to the beer store today, and they didn't have any more tall boys. All they got there is the little dinky ones. So little these tiny, girly cans. So now I have to drink 2 times as much. No big deal. I've got nobody sitting behind me saying, Jimmy. So,
Another one, Jimmy? Jeez.
this one had a hole in it, babe. Come on, look. Right here. There's a hole. It just comes out.
It keeps on falling out, huh?
I know. It's crazy. I don't know why they put it in such small containers.
Steve, you got to let us know what's going on. A lot of us don't have no idea what's going on.
No, he says he just sent me a text saying they got some personal stuff going on. So
yeah.
Oh,
we'll just leave it at that.
We'll harass him later.
Yeah.
I'm reading all this back chat. All right, let me get caught up with what's going on. Joe, you recognize the song from? Of course. These guys probably won't, but yeah, you got it. Glad to see I'm not alone.
Oh shit, Joe, I'm tired. You know, it's weird. Like the temperature has been so unbearably hot. Well, Joe feels it.
I don't go out in it. If I don't have to be out in that stuff, I don't. Yesterday, it was so hot over here. I used to belong to this place, All Sport. It's a gym, and then COVID came along, and I got lazy, and nobody was going there anyway, so I stopped. But they have a pool, so I joined back up again because they have an outdoor pool, and I love to go in the pool. So they got an indoor pool, they got an outdoor pool, they got all kinds of gymnastic stuff. It's a gym, so saunas and steam baths, and so I'm going to start getting in shape.
I pissed the algorithm off, Joe.
What?
I pissed the YouTube algorithm off again.
How'd you do that?
By doing too much non-prospector related stuff, but not putting up any dirt videos.
I was going to ask you about that. Because you cleaned the channel right out, and all of a sudden you started getting a squillion people, and then for the last month, all you've done is laser shit. And
yeah, I got to pull the laser stuff off the Jericho and Hercules channel. and then put it over on the other one.
But is that because you can't go live on the other one yet?
Well, I can go live, but nobody's getting the notifications. Like I went live the other day, and YouTube actually took it down because I was playing music. But I went live the other day, and it was Hobo Rob, what's up? Middle of the day, and I had zero. I only went live on that one channel, and I had 0 people in the chat and in the thing. And like Dutchie said, he got the notification 3 days later.
I don't even remember getting that notification because
a lot of people aren't.
I've got you subscribed on both channels and notifications turned on, and I don't recall seeing that notification.
And a lot of people aren't getting it. So what I'm doing, I go live on both, and then I'm supposed to remember to pull off of this one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I pissed the algorithm off, so they plateaued me. I think I'm at 32,140. I went up some, but not like I was.
I get notifications all the time. Ding. Yeah, Joe. Hey, I'm going live in 15 minutes.
See, Hillbilly Samurai didn't get a notification for the other channel either.
That's what the group chat's all about. Bing.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, Joe put that on silent.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
mine. I just leave when I go to bed. I leave this damn thing on my dining room table because you guys at like between 11 o'clock at night and 3:30 in the morning, it's bing, 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 bing. This goddamn phone's going off, and like
it's when I'm having my inspired creativity moments.
Yeah, and sharing them with the rest of the world. It's too bad that we can't send like a massive pulse of electricity back through the phone to yours and blow up the phone of the guy that sent you that text message at 3:15 a.m.
I read every one of those things. You guys might not think I do, but I read every one of them. I might not respond to all of them, or the rhetoric that goes on there, but I read it all. Oh man.
Yeah, so we were talking before we went live. They started selling, so weed's illegal in North Carolina.
Illegal.
But you can buy joints at the gas station legally.
It probably, doesn't meet the standard of quantity where they can arrest you.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't have a high enough THC level until it's smoked.
That too? Oh, well, then I'd cross state lines and buy a joint and then go back.
The nearest place I can do that is Ohio. What's up, Silver Bits?
What about Virginia?
Virginia doesn't have any stores nowhere near here.
Oh, yeah.
Do they still have issues in the U.S. about bringing alcohol across state lines?
No.
Okay, like if I'm driving down to see you and I buy a case of beer in Illinois and I only drink half of it and I bring the rest down to your place, that's not a problem.
30 cases.
Oh, wow, okay. That's
like, so when we go back up north,
a truckload. Circle K doesn't sell 30 cases at a go.
Like when they will.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
But like, so when we go back north, people that smoke or chew, we could, it's significantly cheaper down here. So we could pick up cartons and silos of chew, and even the stuff you use, the vape stuff, is cheaper here. So we could take that back to Wisconsin and charge them $9 a pack. We make $2, they save $4, and they're happy.
Yeah, I was shocked at how much vape juice cost in Wisconsin and in Minnesota. It's like more than it is in Canada. And Canada's got an excise tax on it.
Yep. And with the juice, they consider that to be a cigarette now in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Wow.
So they put cigarette tax on it.
You know, with all the chemicals they got in that juice, it's just as bad as cigarettes.
Dude,
that's from what I understand. I never did it.
There's 3 chemicals in this juice.
3. Polyethyl glycate, nicotine, and then the
2
the glycols, the oils.
The 2 glycols, which are both medical grade, and then the nicotine.
Well, and beyond medical grade, it's actually the same stuff they put into the air purifiers in the hospital to put moisture in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, moisture in your lungs is not good. It gives you pneumonia.
No, and you shouldn't, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be breathing anything into your lungs other than air, you know. And
weed.
So, I mean, anything. No, not and weed, air. That's why you guys all go after having a big hit. I've heard you both. Come on.
Not me.
Yes, I heard.
Propylene glycol. Yep. See, Hillbilly Samurai knows propylene glycol. Now, do they still sell Tylenol with codeine over the counter in Canada?
No, that's prescription only. So
they moved that to the controlled.
We call those Tylenol 3s, and they've been controlled for as long as I remember.
There you go. Scrapyard Prospecting got it right.
De-ice planes. Yeah, you could use it to de-ice your planes.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same.
You're smoking Prestone. You may as well go get a gallon at the auto parts store.
Yeah,
and,
it's not. No.
Siphon that into your pipe there.
Yeah. So one's medical and the other one is not so medical.
Same stuff.
Okay, whatever, Joe. I'm a chemist. You're not, but I'll believe what you're saying.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just to make you feel better, Joe, you are right.
You're right, Joe.
I'm only agreeing with chat. There, you know.
It is an antifreeze, that's for sure. So is salt. Try smoking that.
Well,
we've seen some people. We've met some people on the YouTubes that probably use that stuff to make stuff they smoke. What's up, 406 Miner?
There he is.
Flash in your pan. What's going on, Ed? How's it going?
Oh, man.
So we're doing our next members giveaway at 33,333. I don't care what time of day or night it is. Prospecting 406. What's up? Yeah, I don't care what time of day or night it is. Just like I did for the last odd night one. I'm going to go live when it's close. And then whoever's in chat will do a duck race. Dutchie got himself a bonus race.
Oh, we did we do Dutchie's bonus race? You mean
we still have to do it, but he's trying to decide what he wants for the options. Basically, I'm gonna let him pick between a hoodie. Like there'll be a hoodie up there, a T-shirt up there, a hat up there, custom coin, some different random prizes, and then whatever one the wheel lands, the wheel or the race, depending on how we do it, is what he's gonna get for his bonus prize.
Quack quack.
I like the snails. The super speed snail race was pretty awesome yesterday.
Oh yeah. It's
he'll build
experiment with different ones. I did a few different ones for you there.
Hillbilly Samurai did a race. Lisa Alexander had a pen coming, and he couldn't decide which one to give her, so he let the ducks choose.
Oh yeah.
Renee's in the house. We got Nick, Prospecting 406, Stacy, Renee, all kinds of cool people showing up and hanging out.
That's cool. Hi, Renee. Nick, what's happening, man? Hope everything's going good.
Gee whiz.
Leprechaun races are my favorite.
I just noticed I've got 2 dead ink cartridges sitting here beside my printer.
Do we have Jericho? You still got how many of them bags you got left?
The pay dirt bags, quite a few, I think. I'd have to go in and count them, but I believe so far out of
No
6
nugget
sold,
count.
no nugget. So there's 14 left. 14 nugget hunter bags, Joe. 14 of them. Joe wants one. Oh, he's got one.
I got one. I didn't do it yet. That's probably like a lot of other people. They're waiting to see what happens here. If the
Well, Sherry Ward got one, and I should have uploaded the picture. If you want to keep people company, I'll show you the amount of black sand she had in her gold. I'd have to go onto Instagram and pull the picture and then upload it. But it's authentic for sure. Well, Mini Hammer panned one and didn't get any gold. He got gold. He didn't get any nugget.
oh yeah, how much gold did he get?
Oh, he got out of that?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and
He got a lot more out of that than we got the first day we were there. Like he would have got by himself out of that, I'd say 0.15, maybe.
And then when Joe panned it, he got the rest of it for him.
Well, Joe cleaned it up for him.
That was a terrible.
Joe's the cool hand. I cannot clean up the same as Joe can. Joe is the pro when it got. I bow before Joe when it comes to cleanup.
Hey, Joe is the best pan I've ever seen.
He's the coolest hand when it comes to.
I'm just a kid from the Bronx. What do I know about?
You got the touch, man. We're gonna call you Cool Hand Luke when it comes to
T-Rep in the house.
T-Rep. Rawr. Good to see you, T-Rep.
So your video on Instagram has gotten a lot of views, Joe. The other assorted video, your spring dirt fling video has gotten quite a bit of views.
I haven't looked lately. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't looked really. I'm due to make a couple of videos. I got some ideas. I got some different ways to set up my cameras, and but I just haven't gotten around to it. I got a whole bunch of pay dirt I could do. I still got another bag of that Lucky Strike dirt. That's fun to do. That takes long.
I got a 5-gallon bucket over here to do.
Renee.
I can just get the super sluice out and pop that up quick.
I'd rather sit there and pan it, and I'll sluice the tailings, but I'd rather sit there and pan it.
No, I'm talking about the Garrett super sluice pan.
Oh, yeah. What?
I could do that 5-gallon bucket in 4 pans. But yeah, I agree with you. I like to do a scoop at a time and just see what's in there. And
yeah, you get 10, 15 colors, and you're ecstatic.
unless we're racing, and then we got to do the truffle shuffle.
No, see, that doesn't do it for me. I was sitting there having too much of a good time.
But now, the year before, you banged it out, and you got all your gold faster. The year prior,
I don't know.
because Charlie lost. Yep, it was you and Charlie, and Charlie was he missed. He did something wrong because he missed quite a bit of gold, and you got a nice pile right next to Charlie.
Oh, well, I'm not a speed panner. That's what we ought to do. I got to go back and find that video. That was a good video. I'd like
Mike the Speed Painter.
Yeah.
I actually thought about having him come up again.
That'd be
Now
fun.
he's got a different camera mount, and he's got a couple different style of the speed pans.
If you guys out there in chat never seen this, it's unbelievable the way how fast this guy can pan a pan of dirt, and it's no little pan. It's what he does at least a 12-inch pan, right?
Yeah,
maybe 14-inch.
Yeah, he can go through 40 gallons of material in a minute and a half.
I don't remember. You got to see it. I think you should try and get a hold of him and see if you can't set something like that up. That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first met him, he was like, "Yeah, I'm a world record speed panner. I got a world record." I'm like, "What?"
I've seen the guys doing the speed pan with the really flat pans, and they put it on there, but they got these really crazy riffles on them. And it's physics, man. I mean, it's physics. Like if you can run that pan just perfectly, it's going to work, you know? Yeah. And these guys, the amount of dirt that they can process is like out of this world. I don't know about what they lose, but I've watched them do it, and it's like they catch an astonishing amount of gold.
Yeah, they know exactly. They'll go through the tailings with a fine tooth comb, and they'll know exactly how much.
Yeah,
they put five BBs, so they actually don't use gold. They use 5 BBs for the race.
Oh, okay.
And so the BBs are in your 5-gallon bucket. They dump the 5-gallon bucket on the pan, and then go. And whoever gets their 5 BBs off the pan into the little glass jar first wins. And these guys are doing it in under 30 seconds. Like picking the BBs off, putting them in the thing. Like they're done. It's insane to watch.
Oh yeah, you got to see it, man.
That's not real world stuff.
No.
You know,
but he does it with gold. He said he practices with flour gold up to pickers. He says nuggets will actually roll right off of it.
Yeah.
But they're not taking that out to the creek.
Didn't he
when they're going
it on your live show?
Irony.
Yeah. With gold. Yes. He did. He put 10 pieces in his, he showed us the 10 little tiny pieces of gold, little tiny flat flakes. Threw them in the bucket, stirred it up, dumped the bucket on, done. Had all 10 of them fuckers. Just bam.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Now, you know who's the good panner?
Oh, Travis is here, 4-3.
Miss Liz. Miss Liz down at the mine. She's been panning. She's 86 years old, and she's been panning since she was 8 years old.
Miss Liz, that's the lady that was wearing the God T-shirt.
It's the white-haired lady that owns it.
Driving the buggy that came up.
Driving around in the very nice go-kart.
Yes,
the very nice go-kart. Yeah.
The one that caught me peeing in the bush and decided she kind of had a little smirk on her face. And
that one.
I says, I'm sorry. She says, that's fine. I saw you, but I averted my eyes. Thank you. I thought I was out of sight of everybody. God bless her.
Yeah, working on a mine they got a lumber yard, a rock quarry, and then the mine. I'm sure she's seen a lot of guys at work. Okay, I gotta pee. When you're out cutting a tree or you're moving boards, you're not gonna run down to the bathrooms.
Exactly,
I'm sure in her 80 years she took a few squirts outside.
I'm pretty sure she did too. Yeah, get behind it.
They all do.
Get behind the tree. Don't look at, gentlemen. Please avert your eyes.
It's just easier for us. That's all.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have for next year there is another campground that we're going to be utilizing, and then there's a new property that we have access to. So it's going to be quite interesting, and we got permission to go to the LDMA claim. We just have to pay. I think he said $25 for entry. Then you got to sign a waiver saying if I break my ankle, that's my own damn fault, basically. Trav's down there busting our chops.
He uses that term loosely.
So I'm making some new hats. I got black to gold for the leather, and then gold acrylic to black. I'm waiting for this weekend. We're supposed to get a rain, one hell of a storm actually, and then it's going to cool it off. It's going to cool it off for one hour a day. No, it's going to cool it off for a day or two, so I'll be able to laser outside to do the acrylic for the gold to black for the AU hats.
That's tomorrow and Friday.
Yes, sir.
I can't even read what these on.
Renee would be covered in football pads. Why would you be covered in football pads, Renee? Oh yeah, I got a ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕 spit on that thing hat, and we also have ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕 cards, good for one ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕. Now, oh yeah, Joe, you don't know what that is, do you?
No, I have an idea of what it is.
Well, yeah, she's talking about gobbling stuff. This lady was asked, "What do most men want for Father's Day?" And she says, ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕, spit on that thing. It went viral. So that went viral, and
oh dear,
people are going crazy.
That's just wrong, man.
So who's doing panning? I thought you were panning. You panning or what?
I thought we were going to wait and pan tomorrow during tomorrow's live.
What's tomorrow's live? You doing it live tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Thursday.
Thursday night? Tomorrow night you gonna pan?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's a different story.
That way you can prepare. I'm not actually set. I mean, I got the water in the thing, but I have to get the pans and the dirt and the little shovel and
I gotta clean this whole
blue
place
juice
up.
And
I got crap laying around.
All right there.
I got papers. I got all kinds of stuff. I got to clean it all up.
All right, so it's all right here, ready to go at my panning station.
Oh, look how neat that is! You don't want to see mine.
And I got to get the light, and then the bucket's right down. Where the fuck? You can't see it; it's dark out. But the bucket's right back there. But today was definitely horrible.
Today was hot, but I knew it was going to brew up thunderstorms for this evening, and that just rolled through real heavy. But I got to put a steak on the barbie, so I'm happy.
I'm gonna ask the wife a question. When we were looking at moving down, didn't you look up something that said to put chapstick on because of the dry air? Yeah.
Look who popped in.
look
Hey,
who it is.
There he is.
Look who it is.
Last day at work.
Last day at work.
Now you're going to be wondering what the heck you should be doing. You're going to wake up in the morning like, oh my God, I'm late. Oh no.
So you got a whole week off?
Yeah, actually, I go back next Wednesday at my new job. So
All right. 3 a.m. panning with 403.
Oh,
no.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. That is not happening.
Now you know you've been sitting there on the couch going, I got that dirt and I get the sluices set up. I can't sleep. I should just go down and do a couple scoops. You've thought of it a few times.
And then
regardless of what time it is.
Are you gonna go live?
Yeah. Come on, let's go live. Other people can't sleep. Yeah. Might as well.
No. Safety meeting is still up there? Hashtag safety meeting? Or... Yeah, so last day. There you go.
So you're technically unemployed for the next week.
Yeah, for the next week. Yeah.
You know what you could do? You could take a truck and trailer up and haul them 3 junk vehicles off the claim. Go down to the scrapyard, cash them in for what, $1,200 probably. So you got the van and the truck; them are heavy.
Hello, Marcy.
Yeah.
Get you about $1,200.
I don't know how it works in Alberta.
Well, it's in BC. I don't know how it works in BC.
Oh, in BC. In Ontario, what you got to do is you got to go to the cop, take the VIN numbers off them.
Yeah.
And say, I found these.
Yeah.
These are, they're, they look like they're disposed. And you got to hand that VIN number into the cops. And then the cops will give you it takes about 6 months. And then they'll come back and they'll say, are they still there? And you'll say, yep. And they'll say, okay, they're yours. And they'll give you transfer documents to take them out. But you can't just go and drag them out because that's somebody else's property.
Well, yeah,
So in Wisconsin, it's if it's abandoned by the owner, it's 30 days.
But how do you know it's abandoned?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's on your property. No, if it's on your property.
Yeah, but he's got the mineral claim, not the surface rights.
Yeah. I have mineral rights. I don't have the land rights.
That's right.
Okay. So that's different.
Yeah, no, I had a buddy who used to make quite a living actually out of like up here the federal government gives the natives a grant every couple of years to buy a new snow machine. And so these guys, some of them, they get into the slush and they would bog it out in the slush on a lake and they'd leave it. And they jump on their buddy's snow machine and off they go. And he would go out and he'd find these snow machines that were stuck in the ice. And he would go out and cut them out with a chainsaw, drag them up onto the land, and cover them up with a tarp, get the VIN number off them, put it into the government. And then next winter, he'd go back out, he'd drag them back out, and he would sell. And they're basically brand new snow machines. They just need, a tune-up and
Thank you.
a new belt after you cut the belt off the damn thing. And and he made a killing off the natives doing that.
Yeah, you know what the weird thing is though is anything that's left by squatters, I'm responsible for and get fined if I don't reclaim the land through the mining.
Yep.
Through the mining ministry.
On your claim.
Yeah.
Even though you don't have surface rights.
All I have is mineral. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird fucking loophole that the ministry has in BC.
Huh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I get it. Like in Ontario, like I drum it into my guys' heads. We clean up, man. Every day the guys come out of the bush and they've got a little sample bag and it's full of, pop cans, beer cans, water bottles, candy bar wrappers, whatever the hell that they picked up that the asshole hunters and hikers have left, on the side of the roads. And we do that all the time, but
not. Yeah, well, that's just it. Like I did that last year. Me and my wife, we cleaned it out, and our claim got extended till 2028. Yeah,
because of the rehab work you did.
Yeah, all the
right on.
Like we took I don't know, about 7 vehicles out of there, 2 travel trailers.
Yeah.
And a bunch of probably 10 truckloads of garbage. So Fish and Wildlife and the mining ministry, they're just like, yeah, you can have that claim for a while because you're taking care of it.
Right on. No, that's awesome. Hey, DB, DB, before we go any further,
let me check, Marcy.
I got to say, DB, you're Justin Castro getting voted out. The amazing thing, I don't know if you saw this, Travis, but just last week when the polls came out, it said that something like 69% of Canadians thought that Justin Trudeau should step down.
Out. Yeah.
Including, and that was just not conservative and NDP voters. There was a healthy dose of liberal voters in his own party that was saying, no, it's time for him to step down. And you know what Justin Trudeau's answer to the girl was? He says, well, Canadians aren't really in a decision-making mode right now. So we'll see what happens when the next election comes. 69% of your goddamn country just said they want you to step down. But no, we're not in a decision-making mode right now.
Yeah. If we were to go to election right now, I would be in decision-making mode very quickly.
I've been in decision-making mode for the last 5 fucking years, Travis.
I know, man.
That guy needs to be hung from a goddamn lamppost.
He's worse than his father, man.
By far.
Yeah.
By far. I mean, at least his dad had some credibility, oh, my sweet Lady Gaga. This is just...
Oh,
Okay, I need another beer. I'll be right back.
yeah, I just oh shit.
I'm typing in chat.
And then the Liberal Party lost a very important area in Toronto, which is a major city in Canada. So, yeah, that's a good thing too.
Your boy got booted out of office?
No, he's
No, not yet.
He's about to.
Oh, yeah?
Hopefully soon.
Who's that? Justin Trudeau?
Justin Castro.
Justin Castro.
Like
Have you ever seen? Pardon me.
Joe is so confused right now.
Okay. I can't remember where I saw it. Somewhere online. Somebody put up a picture of Justin Trudeau at the age of 30. Let's say 30.
With blackface?
No. Fidel Castro at the age of 30 and Pierre Trudeau at the age of 30. And they said, whose son is this? And you look, and he's the spitting image of Fidel.
Really?
Absolutely, the spitting image, man.
Wow.
It's like right down to the nose, the eyes.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Pierre Trudeau at all.
No. Margaret was, Margaret, his mom slept with the Rolling Stones, like Mick Jagger. You know?
He's been around the block a few times.
Yeah, she was a free love woman. And it's
he needs to go. He just needs to go. His
go.
wife even left him. So come on.
I know. I know. And she's
What?
a solid woman. You look at what she's done in her personal life. She's a hell of a person. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm out of here.
I didn't know about all of that. You see what Marcy's talking about? They went up and rescued dogs and horses from the fire down there in New Mexico.
Yeah, we were live, and Marcy was talking about it. She left the live stream, Joe. This is what I was talking about. We called you on the phone. Joe's like, when?
When? Yesterday? That's something
I don't
know. I didn't hear about. It didn't make the news over here about the fires. That's why I'm.
What do you mean? I heard about the fires, and I live in Canada.
Me too.
They limit us here in New York. They don't want us to know nothing over here.
Oh, they don't want you New Yorkers doing nothing, eh?
All you're gonna do is bitch about the smoke, like you did last year.
Yeah.
No, but I'm. Wow, I was. It hit me by surprise in what Marcy's doing for it. It's something else.
Yeah, that's awesome, Marcy.
That's awesome, Marcy.
Yeah, Space Miner has been working in the fires.
Oh, yeah?
I thought Space Miner was from the UK.
No, different one. There's two.
There's two Space Miners? Okay. Well, then there
you
go.
He's been up there working.
Up where?
That's a fact.
So they're trying to bulldoze areas to stop the fire and then create a wall.
A fire break.
A fire line.
Fire break.
Yeah. That's thankless fucking work. Those guys get paid $20-$25 an hour maybe. And that's hard.
No, these are
not the jumpers. The actual
my cousin's a jumper.
The frontline forest firefighters, and they don't get paid nearly what they're worth.
They should get paid more. Fuck.
Damn right. Yeah, as a geologist working up north, and especially when you're in the exploration thing, I get to interact with those guys an awful lot, usually because they steal my helicopters. and Jim, we need an extra helicopter. It's like, okay.
Well, even in BC, the CP rail last year when the fires were real bad, they had crews on the rail, and the train would be shooting water from the rail because the sparks from the rail would, start lots of fires.
Oh yeah.
So they're just going and spraying the sides of the track down.
Yeah. Well, that's a real problem with like guys like me, when I've got excavators, for example, in the bush,
Yeah.
and I'm trenching, and that
Yeah.
guy tracks this way on the outcrop, and he'll throw sparks, and he throws the sparks into a pile of, you know, moss and that he's already created by traversing, and all of a sudden it'll start to smoke, and you're like that. He looks over and he'll grab a big pile of dirt and he'll turn right around and stick it right on top and tap it right down.
The worst is the loggers when they go through logging and they leave those big piles of driftwood that they don't use.
The slash piles,
and they just that stuff sparks up so easy, man.
Yeah,
and that's a big bonfire.
They usually wait. Like what they plan to do with those things is they wait until the fall, or until there's like a half a foot of snow or something on the ground, and then they'll actually go back in and light those piles on fire. But they'll wait until there's the snow there, so it's not going to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they just sit there and smolder for a week.
Yeah,
and
not in BC, man. They sit there for I don't understand it.
Brutal. No, that's not cool. We're lucky here in Ontario, man. We've had so much water coming out of the sky for the last couple of weeks. It's there's only one forest fire in northwestern Ontario right now.
Wow.
And it was started by the thunderstorm that rolled through here a couple nights ago. I told you guys we're having a biblical range right now. And that was it. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch our news coverage to Saskatchewan County, where there's breaking news.
Saskatchewan.
Why are we?
You guys are talking all kinds of Canadian stuff over there.
Joe's confused.
Saskatchewan's not a county, Joe. It's a province.
Whatever.
All right, so here's a good question. Hold on a minute. I gotta put them up there. Isn't there a 1,000 member stream coming up? Did you put the video out yet?
I did put the video out. Yeah, it went out this morning, this Sunday, 4:00 Mountain Time. We're having a 1,000 subscriber giveaway party. Yeah,
and you got to be there.
Yeah,
and a public subscriber, so you got to comment on the video, and you got to be there.
Well, I didn't put that you have to comment on the video. I just said you had to be there.
That's how you check if they're a public subscriber, Skippy.
Oh, well, see, I don't know this stuff.
So what we do at the beginning of the stream, give them a half hour to go comment on the video if they haven't, pin the video to the top of chat. And then that way, that's how I'm able to verify if they're a public subscriber, because I'm a public subscriber. So you can, I'll take you off solo. I know you don't like it. So,
I'm just like,
I can go on that video and click their picture.
Oh, thanks.
And he would like to donate a custom pen. His pens are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got Zed's place. You know, the guy that does that awesome artwork?
Fire Ants.
Yeah, Fire Ant Sculptures. Zed's going to donate a sculpture.
Nice.
It's wicked. Jericho's donating some stuff. Stacy, 406 Miners, some Cape D sand. And then I've got
he's got two different, it depends. So he's got one bag of pay dirt, then from the Cape D. He's also got one from the Elk Creek, but that depends on how many people are in the stream and how many likes you get.
All right.
And that goes with mine as well. So I'm doing a custom coin, and then at 20 people, or no, I'm doing a 5-pack of custom cards with your QR code on it. And then if we get 20 people in there, I'm adding a custom coin.
Nice.
So awesome. It's to make sure more people come in. We're doing separated prizes.
See what Hillbilly Samurai just wrote?
Yeah, I want to do one too.
Yeah.
Silver. Oh, that'd be sweet.
Got 1,000
so
bucks.
No more than that. You need between 200 and 300 ounces of silver for most big of the fire ant pits. So Sparky did one, and then we weighed the copper, and then there's a calculator to configure how much silver you would need to do the exact same thing, and it was 485 ounces for the one he did in copper. It would have converted to 485 ounces of silver.
Oh, you could use less. It would just go. It wouldn't go as far.
Wouldn't go as far. Yeah. And it hardens fairly quickly, so you got to dump it quick.
Yeah, and I agree with Renee. Zed is awesome. Yeah, I've got lots of prizes as well. I've got some coins. I've got some pay dirts. Yeah, but it'll be coming from 406 because it's down there.
I said that. Didn't I
What?
say that? And Elk Creek claim cons. I
Oh,
said
yeah,
that. That's the bonus one. If you get more people in there, we're going to add more prizes.
Yeah, we're gonna do duck races. Joe's gonna run the duck races.
And 406 is going to join us for tomorrow night. Oh, we're doing a panning live tomorrow, Trav.
Oh, we're doing a pan and live. He wants me to break out that silicone pan. Is what he wants me to do. I know.
So he's doing some pan. He's doing a pan tomorrow of Elk Creek cons. Joe's going to do one of his pay dirt bags. I'm going to do a 5-gallon bucket. So I do have to set that live stream up when I go in, but nonetheless.
Okay. I guess I'm running some dirt then tomorrow in my sluice.
No, it's panning only.
Panning only? Okay, fine. I'll do my 5-gallon.
Panning only. Because we got we're going to do a sluice off either Saturday or before your stream on Sunday.
Oh,
to draw people in.
What time is this?
2,000-year-old silver coins for crying out loud.
So it'll be 7 o'clock your time.
I'll be out with the family at a market, so I won't be able to be
at 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's an outdoor summer market.
Remember, that's 5 p.m.
My new little nephew's gonna be there, so I want to go.
No, 7 for him, 9 for us.
Oh.
I want to go spend time with my nephews, my niece.
That wee baby you showed us a picture of is just precious.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to see on Friday. Yeah, he's just a small little guy.
So what you need to do, Trav, is get a really, really good picture, and then I'll laser it on something and send it to you in an envelope.
Oh, yeah.
I've got this wicked picture of it's my forefinger, just my forefinger, and my daughter Sarah when she was born, and she's hanging on with all 4 fingers to the first knuckle of my hand, and all 4 fingers she's hanging on for dear life to that, and that's one of my favorite photos in the whole wide world.
You should get that one done.
Yeah.
There you go. That's cool.
Yeah, it's astounding how small they are when they first come into the world, and it's just every day from then on is
watch out,
amazing. good, bad, but completely different from what was around before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll dig it up, DB, and I'll send you a copy of it. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite pictures ever. And I remember showing it to my dad when he was after they came over to Mongolia to see us right after she was born, but before they left. And I sent my dad this photo, and I says, "Look at this, Dad." And he says, "Jim, she's hanging on to you for dear life." So, that's it. Hang on to her. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that Sarah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
Now she wants to go fly commercial airplanes. I don't know what the hell happened. Too much milk, I think.
So Hillbilly Samurai is throwing a party this fall. He's got a property from the 1800s to metal detect, and then a 150-year-old church.
Wow.
Next to the land.
That's gonna be cool.
Where that?
That'd be Arkansas.
Kansas?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh, I'm like you. What the?
I've never been to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
He's trying to be.
So I want to go to Arkansas when it's like cooler. Go to the Crater of Diamonds. It's so damn hot in Arkansas right now.
He's giving it to you, Jericho.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Oh wait, here. This is pointier. Here we go.
I'm trying to highlight this comment.
Straight up.
Oh, there you go. Everyone is invited. We'll have camping area and lots of fun stuff. Yeah, but that's just like people say in Illinois. It's Illinois, but some people say Illinois.
Yeah, because
Granted, it is loud.
Like you're putting your emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Pew-pews fishing, metal detecting drones, magnet fishing, a whole weekend of fun stuff. Nice.
Yeah, I need a gimbal fixed on my DJI too. I think Hillbilly Samurai is going to be the one to know where to get it done because I've been searching the damn intranets.
No,
I've even found a 3D print to do it, and
Everything was on the interwebs.
Stacy, it's my metal detector still sitting down at the shack in Sierra Vista. I'll get it next time I go down. I'll pick it up.
So, Marcy, Sam is actually experienced that, and the way she got him to polish was repeating the finer grit stage, and then adding some borax in with it, and a little more aluminum oxide.
You know,
they were
also
finally polishing up faster.
What's going to put a little shine on them is you take a bar of ivory soap and you shave it.
Borax works just as good, Joe.
Well,
as ivory soap.
Ivory soap. Try the soap with a borax or something like that. That's borax would be a little more abrasive, no?
Borax is a soft. It's like soap. It's what soap's made out of.
Yeah,
old lye borax soap.
It breaks down easily. Yeah, like just.
So it's the DJI 2 Mini, and it's the gimbal for the camera. Somebody had flown it right the day after I got it, and they caught it in their hand and broke the gimbal.
On the camera?
Yeah, on the drone.
Oh, on the drone.
Yeah, and then the last step is add a little bit of beeswax, and it puts a coating over it so that there's no oxidization.
Yeah,
that's kind of what the ivory does.
Yeah, just get the finest grind you can, and then something that's gonna plug the holes.
And if you need a good ant bait, take a little bit of like a pop top. If you guys got an ant problem, take a pop top and like this, put a little bit of water in there with borax and a drop of maple syrup, stir it up, and the ants will come in, take it back to the colony, and die off.
Really?
What do you put in? Show that again.
So all it is I did put these along my windowsills where the ants were walking. So I just put a little bit of borax in there, a couple drops of maple syrup, and then water, and you stir it up with a toothpick. It's an old remedy for ants, and it kills them. Like it kills them. It takes that shit back to the colony like it's food.
I got 2 nests in my backyard that have suddenly erupted this spring of ants, and I want to get rid of them. And I'll give that a go.
406, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, Nick.
All right,
hit me up if you need to. So Hillbilly Samurai, I took it apart, and I am not able to get it complete. I'm not good with small screws, small things. I got sausage hands. I'm not very dexterous. Is that the word, Jim?
Yeah, something like that.
So I'd rather know somebody that would be able to replace it, that knows what the frick they're doing. Because if I mess something up or I pull out a wire, then I'm gonna have to find somebody to solder wires, right, Joe?
I'm still trying to figure out dexterity and dexterous.
Dang, I just found my old koozie. I'll be right back. I need another beer. Damn things are too small.
I would have soldered it for you, but we got too involved. There was no time for nothing.
You went home 2 days early.
Come on.
Joe is homesick.
I was there for 2 weeks.
Why'd you go home 2 days early?
He was there for 2 weeks.
I found my old koozie.
I didn't want to impose.
That's fair.
Remember my old koozie?
What's it?
Movies make me smile.
There you go. I like it. They make me smile too.
My kids bought me that for Father's Day like 2 years ago.
There you go.
Oh, there's still a little bit left in this one.
What's podcast sugar?
Powdered sugar.
Oh, powdered.
Yep. So the baking soda and powdered sugar does the same thing with roaches, especially wood roaches. Okay, I actually have a UV cure. Yeah, because all the pieces are there. It's just really lightweight, shitty plastic. But I suppose it has to be lightweight because when you're flying, every gram counts or milligram. I mean,
That's like what they do to you at the dentist, right?
Yeah, the UV hardening stuff. Yeah.
Where they put the little mask over your eye. All right. Just asking, man. You know.
All this little skeeters are coming out now. Jeez, and they're huge.
So I picked a cucumber. I had for lunch today. I had salad with peppers out of the garden. Them spicy ass banana pepper things.
Nice.
And so I got some of them in there, and then I come out. I needed a cucumber, so I got one of my baseball cucumbers and sliced her up and had cucumbers in my salad.
They're good. You didn't try rubbing it to make it grow longer?
I had it hanging. I figured gravity would help stretch it out, but
No, man, you got to rub them. Come on.
I actually watched a Canadian video where a lady was a teacher and had she was a relationship therapy expert, let's say, and she was using a cucumber to demonstrate what the ladies needed to do. There's a video of it up on the internet.
I don't want to see it.
Oh, wow.
But no, she's like a legitimate white hair
You can show
teacher.
that because it's educational.
Yeah.
So my kids can actually watch that video because it's educational.
But now imagine a little white-haired lady tugging off a cucumber, putting the condom on a cucumber, and then hiding the cucumber, and then look, magic cucumber reappear.
Hey, that
but it's a white hair.
That UV light that you use in that process, is that like an intense UV light or just any UV light?
Your black light will work.
You mean my
Yes.
It depends on the wavelength, no? To cure the resin?
It takes a little bit longer for some of the lights, but it's not very long.
If you need a teacher, there's a problem. Yeah.
No, this was like off when so the camera. Now here's the best part. You'd think that was a TikTok thing from today. No, this is one of them reel-to-reel fucking camcorders, and she was showing like the housewives from the 30s, 40s, 50s how to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Canada's freaky, Jim. All right, LB Silver Riot. You got to do a video on it. So he got the pepper coin.
Oh,
she probably got more watches this year than she got during the 30s and 40s.
Oh yes, it went viral. That's how I seen it.
Sardines and crackers with Tabasco sauce. That's a good one.
Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth recommended that?
Yeah, Dr. Ruth.
Yeah. But the fact that the Canadian lady did it, and she had the accent, like the northern Canadian French, I don't know, this, that, a boot.
We don't have an
No,
accent.
the lady on the video.
I don't have an accent. Do you have an accent, Travis? I think we're being shamed here. That's racist. They're saying I have an accent.
She actually sounded like she was from the UP more than Canada. But
now you know what I got to go through every day.
Hey, okay, go have a cow feed, Joe.
What? What are you guys talking about?
Oh no, we're just poking fun at everybody.
accents. Like people say Wisconsin. When are you going back to Wisconsin to get some of that cheese curd? Well, I'm happy you like it, LB Silver Riot. Yeah, Joe, you sound like Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, come on, Joe. Say, come on, not in the balls. Not in the balls.
You know, I'll tell you, me and the wife went on this cruise out of Southern California, and we were partying with these young guys. You know, they were 25 years old. Me and Luana, I don't know, we were somewhere up there, but it was our honeymoon, in fact. But they were scared of me because of the way I talked. They thought I was with Tony Soprano somewhere up there in Jersey, you know, working the garbage dump and stuff like that. You know, hey Joe, did you ever put anybody in the garbage dump, man? You know, but they were actually scared, you know, because my wife.
I hope to God you led them on, Joe.
Oh, I played it up a little bit, but
once in a while, you know. But if we're cool, then we're good, you know. No
So Joe, you got a voice acting. You got a voice acting job.
Nah.
Can you see it?
What?
LB says I need a voicemail from you. How much?
Yeah, we can arrange that. I'll give you a nice. We'll write a script, man. No, but it's fun. I don't know. Everybody up here, they all, you know. Yeah. You don't have to tell us where you're from. We know where you're from.
No, you know, Joe, in all sincerity, you can get a job reading books for Audible.
Oh yeah.
So any of the mobster books, you'd get that. And I've got his info, so I'll send that to you, Joe. Just remind me.
Well, you see, they you know, even my kids, you know, I sometimes I use words that I don't know, you might not find in any kind of dictionary, and they call it Jobonics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but so I don't know. You know, I got my own way of talking.
Oh.
Just as long as you never say, "Hey Jim, let me ask you this."
I don't think
I'll be cool with that. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I'll ask you.
So I think we should do a fun night, Joe.
You lived with me for a week there, Jim. What do you think? You had no problem.
No,
you had no problem.
No, we got along like peas and carrots.
Hillbilly Samurai says you need to do a video reading Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
my own version.
Too funny. Whack the dog.
Yeah, you gonna walk the dog today? You gonna walk the dog today, Joe?
I take the puppy out.
I'm just happy they're not giving me a hard time about saying a boot and whatever.
Well,
I say
a
about.
boot.
Everybody, Americans say I say about. They say what, a boot?
A boot?
No, I said about. A boot. It's like when my Mongolian wife's trying to teach me a word. She'll say it's pronounced and I'll say, and she'll say, no, it's and I'm like, no. I'm like, how the fuck? I'm saying about. I'm not saying a boot for crying out loud.
Now, Joe, here's a question. How's your car doing? You had to take your car in to get fixed.
That's Boston.
Oh,
Those Boston people say car, park the car.
And it would be Boston, not Boston.
Yeah, we don't talk like that.
No. The flat
Get your car out of
vowels
the way.
are Boston.
But no, that was a serious question, Joe. So you had to take your car. Joe just got a new car for last year's spring dirt fling, and he had to take that son of a bitch in.
What, your Jeep broke down?
It's not that it broke down. It somehow it's done it before. It lost communications with everything. I have no air conditioning. I can't open the windows. I can't use the trunk. The turn signals don't work. Nothing in the car works.
Sure,
so I brought it back to them, and they fixed it. And then, like within 48 hours, it was happening again. So I called them up, and the wife got on my case saying, tell these people this is the third time, for Christ's sake, And so I got on the phone. I gave them hell, and they gave me a loaner car. So I'm happy. They're happy. They're going to take care of it. It's their car. It doesn't cost me a dime because it's a leased car and it's under warranty. It's only 2 years old. But if they fix it now, I'll leave the car with them, but fix the thing, because this will be the third time. If it happens again, I'm going to tell them, give me another car. I'm not paying.
Yeah, that's why you
have grounds to break the lease, and I can get everything back that I put into it.
That's why you need to buy a Toyota Tundra, because those things don't happen to Toyotas.
I just got rid of my. I traded my Tundra in for this.
Oh. Oh no!
No, the Tundra was on its way out. The Tundra was going. It was an 06. Been through hell.
Yeah, that's well used. Don't buy a new Tundra. The new ones have V6s with twin turbos that they're not good for. They won't be good for 6 years.
Well, the Tacoma.
Tacoma's a good truck.
I'm at the age now where I'm not going to use the truck as much as I would for you guys. As long as I can tow my boat down to the launch, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I would say don't buy a 4Runner. 4Runners, if you're looking at Toyotas, the fuel economy on a 4Runner is actually worse than it is on a Tacoma.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually a heavier vehicle with the same engine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got the 6 in it, right? It's not the 8. So.
Right. Yeah, we're thinking of trading our Dodge in for a smaller truck, like a Colorado or a Tacoma, something like that.
Yeah, go for a Tacoma.
Yeah,
they're great trucks. Yeah, they're really good trucks. They're hard to find. Like when they come up for sale, they're gone like that because guys are.
Seems to be a lot in freaking Alberta. Everybody has trucks here, though.
It's just the order. That's right. Yeah. F off, eh?
I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah. Who asked for your opinion anyway, Hillbilly? I want your opinion. I'll beat it out of you.
Did you see what he said? He said, I got a new car for my wife. I think it was a good trade. DB said, you keep saying that. And he says, yeah, I think it's funny. Her, not so much.
Right on.
Oh,
Jesus.
All right.
So, Joe, you good to do the duck races and wheels on Sunday?
When? On
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday
6 o'clock
at night. 'Cause
Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be done with your golf game. Have your nap in. I'm gonna have to wake you up, but
All right. Well, yeah. Make sure you do.
Yeah, I'll send everybody the link again.
All right.
Hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up there, guys. Just pop back in. My YouTube hasn't updated or anything, but
well, I'm probably gonna do a sluice, and are we gonna sluice during your stream?
Yeah, we can sluice during my stream. Yeah.
Do our sluice off Sunday?
Yeah.
Shreky Lou in the house. What's up, Shreky Lou?
I don't have my laptop, so it's just going to be on my phone. So
yeah, nothing wrong. Scrapyard, nothing wrong with them 5.9 Cummins. Those are fantastic engines.
Oh,
Shreky
yeah.
Lou, what's happening, man?
Those are
Cummins.
wonderful, wonderful engines. Yeah, they'll keep going. And if they ain't leaking, they ain't working.
Exactly.
So that's what it comes. Just keep topping it up every once in a while, and yeah, they're fantastic motors.
Your garden's starting to look pretty nice.
Yeah. Sunflowers, corn.
I'd have to get the spotlight out to show you ours.
Mine doesn't look nearly as good as yours.
Yeah, it's coming.
Tomorrow, now that Sarah's done her final exams, I'm going to get her out there hardcore.
Nice.
And we'll get her up to. Yeah, we're not going to bother with. We tried to pre-plant some tomatoes earlier, and they just didn't make it. So I'm just going to go buy a couple of
starters.
$2 a plant or something at the local place there. So.
Yeah, we were still getting like frost advisories like a couple of weeks ago.
Trav, do you know it was 107 with the heat index today?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was like maybe 73.
I don't think I came outside very often.
Yeah,
but
that's hot, man.
That's nice and comfortable. It was 93 here today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it's going to drop significantly tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to the next 3 days.
Saturday and Sunday is going to be very, very humid, up around 70, the humidity level.
Wow. The humidity is that way here now.
That's treacherous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
70 is bad.
When the temperature's lower because of the rain, I don't care. In Arkansas, it was 103 without the heat index yesterday. 107 in southern Utah.
That's no good. The humidity level or the temperature?
No, the temperature.
The temperature that's also dry, very dry.
They're saying it's been a really big heat dome happening over the Midwest and stuff.
I was out. Where was I? I was in Arizona, and we played golf at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We had a tee time, and it was 102 degrees.
I believe it.
But I didn't sweat at all.
You actually did, but it evaporated off your skin the moment that it appeared on your skin.
It's such a dry heat that you don't.
I guarantee you're sweating. Yeah. You just don't realize it.
Really?
Because there's no moisture in the air, it sucks it right off you.
Immediately sucks it directly off your skin.
Yeah, but it didn't feel that hot.
No,
it doesn't because there's no humidity. Like when we went to Pueblo, it was 85 degrees at 8:30 in the morning, and I didn't have the air on. In Wisconsin, 72 when I got the AC cranked because it's so humid.
The bath help you a bit.
Yeah, when we were in Pueblo, I know I was sweating because I got thirsty as hell after about an hour. But it was 85, but it was a comfortable 85. Because you sweat, and then when the sweat evaporates, that's what keeps you cool. In the humidity, the sweat isn't able to leave you, so it just puts a coating of slime on you and keeps all the heat trapped in.
I see.
That's what makes it really dangerous about working in deserts, Joe. 'Cause, I mean, I've worked in the Sahara, I've worked in the Atacama, I've worked in the Sonora Desert.
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
See how much we learn on this channel?
The thing is that you got to keep drinking, and you're like, like I feel comfortable. You feel comfortable right up to the point where you kind of fall on one knee and you act like you're drunk, and your brain doesn't work right anymore because you've lost that much water. So
well, you can't be drinking alcohol either or beer.
No. It's just like water.
That's
water,
a dehydrating
water,
agent.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get the water in you steady.
Yeah.
And
beer
no. When we're working in the field, it's all water. It's just water. But yeah, no, it's total. Like that's the big thing, and I teach all my young guys too. It's like, look, like today, okay, it's in your language, 100 degrees. We're out here, and you feel comfortable. It's hot, yeah, it's hot, but you feel comfortable, and you're working. Drink, and make sure you get, and not just like have a couple of sips now and have a couple of sips later. It's like you got a water bottle, drink half your water bottle, drink half of that, put it away, and then like half an hour later, drink the other half of your water bottle and put it away. Because when you get out of the bush at the end of the day and you go pee, when you find you don't have to pee for the entire day when you've drank 3 bottles of water, there's a reason why you don't have to pee. It's because all that water has gone out this way. Okay.
DB got it right.
And and then like you get back to the shack at the end, you get a couple of beers in you, and it's like, okay, let's go pee. And this orange liquid comes out of your body, and you're like, oh my God. But yeah, okay, clearly I am dehydrated.
Well, your body tells you when you need water. Mine does. I can drink, I can get a taste. I said, no, Pepsi ain't gonna do it,
So,
And,
okay.
I stopped. My wife won't let me drink Pepsi no more. She ordered me 6 boxes of Crystal Light pink lemonade, and it's got it's got 6 packets in it, and each packet is 2 quarts. So 2 quarts of water. So it's better than Pepsi. So that's why I'm going to be on a lemonade kick for the next 3 months.
Why don't you just drink water?
That's what my wife drinks. She drinks. That's all she drinks is water. And
when I'm not drinking this, that's all I drink is water.
She's in better shape than I am.
Yeah. No, when I'm on the job, I just water. I'll have coffee in the morning, a couple of cups of coffee to get me going.
Yeah, but I used to say that myself when I was working, because that's all I drank. I drink coffee on the way to work. I drink coffee when I got to work. I drink coffee all day long. And so I even drank coffee at 3-4 o'clock when I got home from work. My get home from work cup of coffee, But you don't get no water. You think you are, but you're not.
No, coffee actually desiccates you as well. It dehydrates you as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I only take mine in the morning. I'll take 2, maybe max 3 mugs of coffee in the morning just to get that caffeine hit and get going. And from then on till the end of the day, it's water. And then once we're back at the shack, it's on to the beer.
Well, when I make my coffee in the morning, I take 2 nice big scoops of Folgers like we had, and throw that in there, and then just under 4 cups of water, because I got this big mug.
Yeah.
All them big mugs.
Yeah.
So it's pretty strong, but it's that's all I have during the day. Today was a rarity that me and the wife, she made me a cappuccino this afternoon.
Yeah, no, I like the coffee you made. That was good.
I didn't make no coffee. You made the coffee.
No, you made coffee the first day, and then I made it after that because you were too busy lying there in the bed going.
I wasn't. I don't snore.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't. No, not at
I've
all.
been trying to tell my wife that for
Not at
years,
all.
but she won't
Yeah,
believe me.
yeah, yeah. I use the same menu that you do.
Tom, you ought to come on tomorrow night. You ought to come on with us. We're gonna do some. Are we doing panning tomorrow night? Jericho.
Yep. I'm just responding to a text message.
Oh, Tom should come up and pan that dirt, man. He's got some dirt to pan.
Tom Kingery, are you still here?
He's there.
He's there.
He's eyeballing. He's got little eyeballs out there. He's lurking in the background.
So, Tom Kingery, you've been called out.
No.
Yes. Hillbilly Samurai, if you have a design for a hat, I don't care what the design is, honestly. I put a variety of crazy shit on stuff for people. I like it when people do the politics thing. They're like, I make a Trump shirt, and they're like, you didn't make a Joe Biden shirt. That's just because Joe Biden people are broke. they don't like my jokes. But I made that shirt right there.
Dang it. This one's empty too. I hate it when that happens. I'll be right back.
I brought two, Jim. That way. So I love coffee. I drink more coffee than I drink anything else. But yeah, for the hats, depending on if you want leather or if you want, we can talk about it. You got my stuff. Oh, I have a package coming. I think I talked about this. Joe, this will make you interested. A guy had them sacks you get from the bank full of change.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a cloth sack with a zipper top and a lock. So he's got one of them just plump full of silver, quarters, nickels, dimes, but all silver. And he's dumping it into a scale, and he says, guess how much it weighs, and you'll win a roll of dimes. I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's like 24.5 pounds. He said, if two people guess the weight, they get it. I was the only one that guessed it right.
Oh, yeah.
So he's sending me, I want to roll of silver dimes, but he sent me a picture of a medium if it fits at Ship's box. He owns a Premier Rare Coins in Palm Beach. And he was going to send me a T-shirt or a polo, but they didn't have fat size. So
you could have got a my size. Now you think of it. No, that's cool, man. You guessed it right on.
But yeah, I've been looking for information because I do collect some coins, but I only collect coins that are of specific value to me, not monetary value. For instance, I got from this guy over here, we horse traded, and I got an 1878 Morgan. And then we got my wife an 1887 Morgan, because that's her 100-year coin. But now I was looking because she said that if we can afford it, when I get 100,000 subscribers, I can get a 1 ounce 1878 $20 eagle. So I've been looking for them. They're actually cheaper than the new coins today, the new eagles.
Well, you're not going to get it in any kind of, you're going to get it in maybe a 65.
So Bill has one at Carolina Prospector.
Maybe a 68. You're not going to get anything.
It's not graded, and I'm not going to get it graded because that's not why I want it.
You should get it graded.
I should get it graded because this one, you can see everything on it on both sides, but I think it was cleaned. It looks like it has where somebody took a shirt and they went like this with the shirt, and that's what it looks like on it. Like you can see where it was in a. pocket
depends.
or something. I don't know.
It depends what they try to, if they use any kind of
Chemicals or whatever.
yeah, they'll tell the chemicals on there. I've had coins returned. I've had gold coins returned from NGC because they were cleaned. But there is a process that they will run it through whatever process it is, and then they'll grade the coin for you.
Yep. But like I want it for a pocket coin.
A gold eagle?
Why not?
18 what are they quoting you as a price on that?
$23.50.
$23?
$23.50. $2,350. I found one on ℍ𝕠𝕚𝕝𝕝𝕝 for 25.
That's spot price, man.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
It can't be.
That's what he's got it marked at.
Then it's got to be junk gold. It's
Yeah,
got to be bullion. It's not.
No, it's an 1878 double eagle.
Well, the first thing
I got a picture of it.
The first thing I would do is have it graded before I spent. That's too good to be true to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I found them on ℍ𝕠𝕝𝕝 ungraded for 2,500, and they're not guaranteeing how much of the coin you can see. You can tell the date. That's about it.
You know what you should do is if you're going to ask me, what I would do is I would ask a reputable dealer why, or look up that coin and see what if there was 100 trillion of them minted. Then yes, I can understand it. Bullion.
Listen to what this man is saying.
You're not getting any numismatic value for that coin.
None whatsoever.
Well, then it's probably not a gradable
But
coin.
the ungradable ones are going from 2,300 to 2,700, and that's the same thing I found.
That's spot price of gold.
That's spot price of gold. That's just assuming it's 3 nines.
No, it's 91%. It's American gold.
That's right. Yeah, it's 91%.
Well, then it's not worth that much.
Yeah,
So spot price on it would only be 2,000.
If that.
So you get 300 to 700 for the numismatic value.
You're not getting nothing for the numismatic value.
No,
you said the coin at
you're putting that in his pocket is what you're doing.
And that was somebody else's pocket coin, and that's the thing I think it was. But either way, what happened to Trev? Oh, there you go. He just said it. Head dropped down. Kimmy isn't feeling well. But I've been looking for the other affordable, which I thought was affordable, an 1878 Indian head penny. The only one I've been able to find was $1,500. There's another one for $33,000.
What's the
regular ass 1878 Indian head penny?
I gave away an 1856 Indian head penny to a girl. I says, keep this. It's worth about $80 right now, but in a couple of years, it's probably going to be worth a little bit more because they increase. I says, keep it for you to help you with your daughter's education. She was she came into the shop one day. She was getting a tattoo, but she was. I heard the sob story, so I got friends with her over the years. But it's not worth that much money. Not worth unless it's a rare coin where
this one's graded almost perfect.
Kind of a made and shit like that,
There's only one that's graded higher than it. The one I was able to find.
Yeah.
And that's $33,000. That's the highest graded one that I found. I don't want a graded one. I was just looking for one that was. But here's my issue: when I go on, because there's a lot of coin dealers on Etsy, there's a lot of coin dealers on eBay. But as Joe knows, there's a lot of fake ass coins coming in from Temu.
You got to understand this also. Those coins back in the day were all was supposed to be confiscated by the government pre-1933.
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff. And so some of them got through. And that makes for a rarity because they're not, maybe there's only 3 of them known in this condition. That makes it very, very rare. But
Yeah.
you know, to have that, when you got to look at the beginning numbers. How many of them were printed? What percentage of them got taken back? So what should be out there, and what grades are they in? And that's how they determine how much these coins cost. You know, so you got to do your research on all of that. You know,
See, that's the thing is, I'm not buying it for the numismatic value. I just don't want to pay too much. Then that's the thing, that's where learning the numismatic value when it comes to things like this, you have to know what the hell. So he said I need to buy a red book.
Yes, that's what do you think I got?
That's where you got to talk to Joe. Just talk to Joe about it.
This is the red book.
There you go.
This is from 2011. It comes out every year.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of the 2024, and then NC got one.
Any of the old coins are going to be, you can get an idea. That's why I said it was worth about $80, and now, you know, a couple of years later, it's going to be worth more. All right, you give it maybe 20% every 5 years or so. So I gave it to it 10 years ago. It's worth what? $110 now today. So you can judge that in the book. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I don't buy these every year. The last one I got, I had online on my tablet. But this one, this is what I reference when I talk to you guys when I look it up, because it's
and that's
the same.
But there's so many. I'd have to go back into the message, but there's so many. A 3-cent nickel.
Oh, yeah.
I never heard of a 3-cent nickel.
There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it has every American coin that's been printed.
But no, in 1878 there was a 3-cent nickel. There was a half dime, which is a nickel, and then there's also a nickel. And then there's the Indian head penny. And then for the gold ones, there's 2 different styles of the gold coins from 1878, because they had the Indian head or the St. Gaudens, not St. Gaudens.
18.
Like when you go to there's a $2.50, a $3, a $1, and the $1 one is so tiny, but it's outrageously expensive. Hillbilly Samurai found a trime metal detecting. See, in the book, it calls it a 3-cent nickel.
A 3-cent nickel.
Yep, look it up. 1878. I'll go into my messages.
I'm looking there. 1878. It doesn't give you anything. 1878.
All right, so here's the list. I'm scrolling. It's a long list. So for gold coins, double eagle, eagle, half eagle, quarter eagle, gold dollar. But when I was looking on APMEX and Money Metals Exchange, there was a $3 gold piece. And then for silver, it's a trade dollar, the first year of the Morgan, a $half, quarter dollar, a dime, a half dime, a 20-cent piece. And those were the silvers. Then when you get into the minor coins with the clad, there's a nickel, a 3-cent nickel, a cent, and a 2-cent piece. Some ceased production in the 2-cent was supposed to be ceased in 1873, but they were saying that it might have still be in circulation in 1878.
Those are just 3-cent pieces.
2-cent piece.
Gold. It's not gold.
No, the $3 gold was the one I was talking about. I found that on APMEX. I'm gonna have to send it to you because I found it on APMEX. LB Silver Riot, we are on both Hoodbilly Creations and Jericho and Hercules. Yeah, that one right there, Joe.
That
so a Gold Monster 1000 is where it's at. I'm telling you.
that's a $20 gold piece.
Yeah, that's the one, the 1878. That's the one I want. That's Carolina Prospector Shop right now.
It's not a. It's not a. Oh, all right. The other ones you're talking about were regular 3-cent pieces or something like that.
Clad in silver, but
Oh,
that's the gold one I want. I'm talking. So he gave me a list though of all of the legal tender for 1878. Like they had a $10,000 note, a $5,000 note, 1,000, 500, 100, all the way down to a 1. And then
78.
there was gold certificates in 1878. There was 20s, 50s, 100s, 500,000, 5,000, 10,000. And then silver certificates were introduced in 1878. There was a $10 note, a $50 note, a $100 note, $500 note, and a $1,000 note.
Okay, here you go. 1878. There was an 1878, an 1878 Carson City, an 1878 S San Francisco. Those were all the coins that were made. There was 1.7 million in 78. There was 13,000 in Carson City. Now that would be rare.
The 1878 Carson City is like $190,000. The one I saw on online. What's up, Angie and Rick? And Hillbilly said he got unsubscribed by YouTube. They purged my other channel. I forgot to tell you that.
And then you got the 1878, which is probably no mint mark, which is probably Philadelphia, and
Love you.
got 543,000. So that's another low mintage. But you're talking just about a little over spot price for them. You ain't gonna get much on that, except for the rare ones. The Carson Cities, you'll get a lot of money for.
But I'm not trying to sell them. I'm trying to get them cheap. Like what I didn't understand for a clad penny, and this is where the numismaniacs come in.
Don't do nothing clad.
No, I want that Indian head. I think it would be cool to have one of every 1878. I have one of every 1978. So I thought, okay, it would be if like start out with the pennies and work my way up to the big ones, Obviously the paper money is even more rare and more valuable than the gold. But I'm not looking for paper money from then. I'm looking for just the coinage. Yeah. But I don't understand why the 1878 draped bust, whatever the hell that is like $350 when it's like blurry. The coin's all smashed up and shit. You can't even tell.
Well,
hi Angie, welcome to the coin conversation.
It doesn't show the drape bust in here. There's one with mottos and reverse.
We're talking about busts. I like busts.
So Angie and Tom had to resubscribe, I see, to Hoodbilly Creations as well. Yeah, they purged. I lost 17 subscribers on Hoodbilly Creations. They did a purge. Scrapyard, I will send you some information for a guy that'll do it.
Half an ounce. Holy jumping. Blob of gold. 15 grams.
Yeah, hit up Perry at Mississippi Detecting. If you Google Mississippi Detecting and Adventures, he would XRF test it and give you melt value.
Is your blob of gold from jewelry, or is it from placer mining, or what's it from?
Pay dirts. He was going to do a.
He's kind of put it all together.
He was going to do a. He's making a helmet out of. He wants to make a helmet out of the silver and then add.
You want to see what you're talking about when you're talking about that drape bust kind of deal.
Angie, I got the same problem.
Yeah.
And I get kicked off of YouTube channels all the time. Jericho's been a subscriber to me for like 4 years, and he got kicked off like what 6 times.
I believe we're closer to 13.
See this? See
Nuts.
this?
It's absolutely nuts.
Oh, let's see. Where are we? Oh. See that right there? That motto?
Yeah.
Now look at this one. See the motto?
Okay, this one doesn't have it.
Right. There's a difference the way they make them. Those drape busts are something similar to that, where you could see more of the dress that's covering Lady Liberty, if you want to call it, or the Liberty head bust. You see more of the drapery than other coins minted maybe somewhere else or in a different year. That's the same with this. The motto is above there, and one year the motto is not above there. So that's how they differentiate coins like that. And some are worth more than others for different, So you got to do your research. You got to know what you're buying. But if you just buy it for just to make a series, that's a different story.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, I want to. I just think it would be cool to have one of each, and to be able to have that in a little display. Here's my 1878 series.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think it'd be neater than shit.
It should be, something that you can make as a legacy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
That's more or less what I do with the coins that I buy. I hope they go to my grandkids. I just bought another one, but
Did you?
That's going to be a surprise.
Oh, you ain't gonna tell us?
No. When it gets here, I'll show you. But it's a nice one. And I'll tell you all about it. See how much.
So is LB Silver Riot still in here?
See, one of the things that I look at mostly is the mintage of those things. And then you take 10% of the total mintage that are going to come back right now as a proof 70. And I only buy the proof 70. So, this one is a low mintage. The lower the mintage, the less.
The higher the.
Yeah, the less are going to be in circulation at a grade 70. So that's what, and, in case something happens to them or whatever, this, that, and the other thing. Some people just buy bullion and never get it graded. They could have had a 70 in there, but never had it graded, and now it's not 70 anymore. So too many people were playing with it.
So LB Silver Riot, can you see the blue? And when you look at that coin, do you see the colors? Like I've been have people tell me I'm nuts, but like you can't. The photo and the video doesn't do it justice. So I want to see if he agrees that there's actually colored flames around that pepper.
All right, listen, I'm going to be right back. That's going to give me a chance. I got to get something to drink.
I went and grabbed 2 just so I didn't have to go back.
Or what?
He's got to go get rid of his lemonade and then get more lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
So how common is it in a placer or in a load area to find placer?
Depends on whether or not it was glaciated. It should be very common downslope from it if it hasn't been scraped away by the ice.
And that was the other thing is, can just through natural erosion there be?
Yeah, but it's like if you're talking after, if you're in a place that was glaciated, and then post glaciation, the amount of erosion that's happened over the last 13,000 years is not enough to build up
No.
economic deposits. No, you'll find gold Don't get me wrong. You will find gold, but it's not like if you're out there for a weekend and you just want to find a bit of gold, yeah, go for it. But
So we were looking at
economically, no way.
all of the different old mines that were here in the 1800s.
Yeah, down where you are, you should be good.
And there's some that are specifically just like in the mine dat, it says load or load and placer.
Mm-hmm.
So and the reason I'm asking is because 300 and some yards away, there was a load mine, but there is a creek.
Mm-hmm.
So would it pay to pan that creek? I guess is
probably. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I mean,
and I know as far as water movement, it moves when it rains here, it all goes downhill. It's on the top of the mountain or middle of the top, like halfway up to the top where I'm at now in elevation wise.
Yeah.
But it's 300 and some yards that way, and then I'd say 300 feet lower in elevation, and then even lower than that when we go down the road here, there's a big dip, and the creek will actually go over the top of the road.
Yeah, I have to look at it, but yeah, definitely could. As long as it's exposed on surface scrapyard, it's going to erode. It's got to be on surface to erode. So, how long is the erosional cycle? And you know what? 13,000 years, like I say, that's when the ice went away. That's a blink of an eye in geological time, and it's not enough time to build up a placer deposit.
And then, like where we went and dug at the mine or the club claim.
Yeah.
So NC found a stream coming out at the top of the hill, coming up right out of the mountain. Found where the source.
Mm-hmm.
Would it pay to pan in that area?
No, I'd start at the bottom and work up. And
it meets the creek.
The other crazy thing is that one of the things that I found while placer mining on an industrial scale is that the current surface, including the creeks that are coming into the river and that kind of, seldom reflects the ancient waterways. And so you can get digging. Like I've dug a pile of times and we've been stripping, pre-stripping, because I get two sets of crews working. I get the pre-stripping crew and they go in and all they're doing is pulling off the waste and throwing it in the dump trucks. And then we go pile it all up, and then when we make a big hole, they put it all back in the hole. And then once we get down to gravel, they stop and I bring in the other crews. And a lot of times I've found channels in the bedrock that bear absolutely zero respect to modern day creeks, and yet they're full of, in my case, diamonds, but in another case, gold. So, you can't, you got to kind of look at it. You got to kind of sit back and look at it, and it's not, you can't just simply say, oh, well, here's the creek and here's this creek, and so therefore there's, going to be gold there. Yeah, there probably will be. But, like 50,000 years ago, there was a major channel coming through here that for some reason got blocked off way up there, a mile up there. And there's this enormous course of gravel coming through here that you've got no idea it's there, and it's full of gold. And so the only way you get to that is by test pitting and sampling and sample, dig lots of holes. And that's the answer to that. It's not something you can do on a weekend.
No. Yeah, so that's why I want to go to, one of the main reasons I want to go to Arkansas is the crater of diamonds.
Yeah.
But there's so many places you can go for giant quartz clusters and other like pretty gemstones. I don't know. They're saying that Arkansas has more terminated points than any other location.
Well, we saw that whole bag that Miss what's her name?
Deb, or Liz, Debbie, Miss Debbie.
Debbie had, and it was full of these terminated points. I mean, like if I were to go to me personally, and I regret not asking her about this when we were down there and we were looking at her stuff, and I thought that
is that what you were pulling out? You were pulling out diamonds from there?
I thought that's what she had. I thought one of them was a diamond. But what I regret not asking her to show me all the less than an eighth of an inch stuff, because you're far, 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 far more likely there to find something that's less than an eighth of an inch, a diamond. If you're looking for diamonds, you're far more likely to find that than you are to find a bigger one. And so, like, if I were to go to the diamond crater and I was gonna Saruka it, you know, I would bring like a quarter inch, an eighth of an inch, and probably like a 2 millimeter screen, and I would simply throw away my quarter inch. Okay, if you find some nice double terminated quartz in that, go ahead, keep it. And then I'd make sure that my 2 millimeter screen and my eighth of an inch screen was like 2 millimeters. What's that? A 16th of an inch sort of thing. I would make sure that both of those screens were absolutely chock-a-block full, and then I would Saruka them.
And this is the place I was talking about.
You're way more likely, if you're going to find a diamond there, you're going to find a really small one, but it'll be a diamond. Yep. And like looking for the great big ones, that's just no.
Well, they do find some.
Yeah, once in a
marble size ones down there.
In a blue freaking moon. Like if I'm there for 2 days, and if I get one in my quarter inch pan or my quarter inch screen, okay, well, wow, that's amazing, right? If you catch one in your quarter inch screen, that's a 2 carat diamond, easy, right?
Let me
go ahead, Joe.
Let me
nice scrap.
Let me pose a question to you, Jim.
Hmm.
What do you think? You know, since I would say the Industrial Revolution or something like that, or some beginning period where they started, mining from North Carolina, going west into the gold rush and all of that kind of stuff, and they've mined out the land over the years. How long do you think it would take for one place versus another? Because I can see it happening in Northern California, where everything burned down and the torrential rainpours they had down there causing mudslides and opening up new things, bringing it from other places, but even from underneath the earth. But what do you think the time frame for that is? Are we ever going to replenish ourselves where we're going to have another, finding lots of diamonds or finding lots of gold or finding even opal in this country or something like that?
In terms of it, coming back to surface, no, not in our lifetimes. No, you're talking geological time scale here. We're talking millions of years.
Millions of years.
So, yeah. So
Joe, you'll be just getting ready to turn to dust again.
That's right. But
all right.
you got to keep in mind two things when you're looking at, because I've looked at an
But
awful lot of old mines.
just for that quick answer, is it worth looking anymore?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For a couple of reasons. One thing, the first thing you got to keep in mind when you go and look at these old mines, and I've been down Roman mines. Okay, I've been in mines that were carved out by Roman slaves, 400 AD, 350 AD in Romania. And I've seen, like, I've identified hazards at the entrance to those mines, and the Roman engineers took care of those hazards. All right. So the first big mistake that most people make when they go looking at old mines is they think that the old timers were stupid. And the old timers were not stupid. If it was there, they mined it, right? The second thing you got to keep in mind is the price and the value of the material. So this is where it works on your side. To them, what was not valuable at the time may now be valuable today because of the increase in the price of the metal, right?
But you're still talking precious metals.
Yes. Or diamonds or whatever. I mean, the Romans didn't mind fucking diamonds. But the that's hi, Grandma Kelly.
Hi, Grandma Kelly.
That's the no, but the point I'm making is that I remember the third thing. The third thing is we have better technology today than they did before. That doesn't mean we're smarter than they were back then because they got around their technological disadvantage by doing different things. And I'll give you an example. When I went in that Roman mine, the first thing I did when I went under the brow into the attic that was going in, I saw there was a slip, and there's it was about maybe a yard at the most it was about a quarter of an inch thick, filled with clay, and horizontal slip, a fracture filled with clay, and that is loose. Okay, so that was the first. As soon as I got there on this tour, I looked at it, and I'm like, and I had a private tour with the guy that owns the mine, and I'm like, ooh, this is dangerous here. And once you got into that attic, you could see that the engineers had actually made the slaves drive that entire attic in a quarter of an inch above that slip. Right? So that's that's smart engineering, because you don't want the roof to fall on your head while you're mining. You don't want to kill your slaves. They're worth money, right? And so you got to understand that. And then, but our technological advances as well means, we can find things that they didn't. And I've worked in all these different mines all over the world. These old towns, they're drying up, they're blowing away, and you get, like 5 families that still live there, and they believe in their heart of hearts that, they missed the rest of the ore body. It's there somewhere. And it got faulted off, and it's, and like I go do downhole geophysics and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what, darling? Mother Nature put it there, and your ancestors dug it out.
Well, that's what I'm more or less saying in this, like in this country, in America. Excuse me, but here for the past, let's say, 300 years,
sure,
it's all the Industrial Revolution has taken place. They've been They've been mining all the places in this country. This country is filled with people.
Mhm.
Everybody knows what's, the property's all cut up everywhere, here, there. You can't, so they more or less know what's in there, like with any jobs that you've been doing down here in the United States.
Mhm.
And, but there's not much left. There's not much left to do, like
There's
Not if you're going to make money, but you can find it hobbyist wise.
you know what, Joe?
hobby-wise, yeah.
No.
Even with the minerals that you find,
Okay. All that said, Joe, I got a perfect example for you. Okay, the largest gold mine in North America for the longest time was a place called ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕𝔹𝕚. And it's just that way from here, about a 6-hour drive. All right. It's massive and not super high grade, but massive. Lots and lots of gold in it, ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕. And that mine was walked over 7 times by 7 different companies until the last company came in, and it was Lat Minerals and Anglo Gold. I can't remember which one. One of them won the lawsuit anyway. But they knew there was gold there. And there was smoke everywhere. And they were drill, and they get this smoke, but not enough to actually like mine it, And this geologist set up, the guy deserves a freaking Oscar. He looked at it. I've done this myself. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna turn my drill, because everybody thinks everything's going this way. And everybody for the last 15 years has been drilling this way. I'm going to turn my drill around, and I'm going to drill this way to see if there's something here. And when you're dealing with a fault-related ore deposit, you're dealing with 3 different perpendicular faults. And he drilled what we call a scissor hole, which is where you drill a hole 90 degrees to the way that you think the target is, and you drill off azimuth. And he hit it, and he found that vein. So you look at how many of these prospects have been walked across in the United States or in Canada. I mean, Canada's no different. We've been, we came into the Industrial Revolution the same time you guys did. And
well, what year was that they discovered that big mine up there?
It was 1983, I think.
In the 80s, all right.
Yeah. And but the point is that 7 different companies had put millions of dollars into the project and failed to find it. And it was one guy who said, you know what? I'm going to think outside the box, and I'm going to drill that way. And he found it. And so you look at all those properties all the way up the Appalachians, right? And the stuff, everybody, they got this in their head. Oh, this is how it works. These are the models. I deal with this all the time. Like, I talk to professional geologists in the US, and they're like, this is the way these things work. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, that's the way the ones you studied worked. But what about this one? This one's like 150 miles away from the one you studied. Does this one work the same way? No, they don't. And so, no, it's Joe, it's a totally open field, man. They're out there, they're ready to be found. And it's, yeah.
You got to put the time, money, and effort into finding it.
Exactly.
Are they going to keep pouring gold into the streams in places where we can dredge it out?
No, but if you paid me enough money, I could probably arrange it.
No,
All right, so Jim, you got 2 comments down there in chat. I started them. So it looks like the largest this year has been 7.46 carats. That was found in January.
That's a good one.
And-
That'll come out in a quarter inch screen.
And then in total, over 75,000 diamonds have been unearthed at the Crater of Diamond State Park since the first diamonds were discovered there by John Huddleston. Now, another interesting point about that area is the diamonds aren't just in that specific property. There's several adjacent properties that the bigger diamond companies bought, and they're not processing. They own it, but they're making it so nobody else can get it. Because we looked for permissions, and they're listed in the MineDat.
You kind of have that right, but not 100%. The company De Beers owned that. De Beers, the big diamond mining company, right?
Yep.
And when the U.S. back in the what was it, the 30s or the 40s, something like that, the U.S. put out the monopoly law, where thou shalt not have a monopoly. And everybody's been fighting over Microsoft and Apple ever since then. But they actually told De Beers that they were not allowed to have that land because they were a monopoly in diamonds. And what De Beers did was they turned around and said, well, F you, United States. We're going to bribe your government. Here's a bunch of money. I want you to turn this into a state park. And they did.
Yeah, and that was the other reason.
The reason they turned it into a state park was because De Beers wanted to maintain their monopoly. They did not want an opposition company coming in and being able to mine diamonds there, because there's De Beers thought there were Sound Hillbilly, and the thing is, you put enough tons through the mill and you're gonna make some money out of it. So they De Beers actually, I know that quite well. I've my professor, when I did my thesis at university on kimberlite geochemistry, which kimberlite's the rock that carries diamonds, and he did a lot of work down at the diamond crater. And so that's why it's a park. No mining companies own land there. People might have claims.
No, adjacent. So they're adjacent to it, and they're like one of them is owned by De Beers. But there's no mining. There are houses on it.
There's no.
But now we got a question for you.
Heart of the pipe is in. Oh, Raqqa. I found some rocks.
Hot rocks, heavy and iron.
Hot rocks. They're probably. They're probably. Where'd you find them, Kelly? They're probably. They're probably.
Yep.
Magnetite, ilmenite.
And last, Hillbilly said last he heard it was 60 to 70% of the land with the diamonds is still privately owned. And that was the thing is, well, it could be a meteorite, but
no, it's not a meteorite. You got to figure these things come up and they look like a trumpet. Okay. And so, the surface expression is quite broad, but the depth of the mineralization,
it cones out,
is very thin. So like it's the core of this thing that you want to mine, and that's
so processing.
That's where the park is.
A biggest problem with crater diamonds, water access. You can fill buckets or totes or tubs and have water. Would a recirculating system of sort, could you build a rocker box to catch diamonds? Could you make it so your gold sluice is more apt to catch diamonds? Something like a smaller sluice, not the toolbox sluice, that's asinine, but your 16-inch. Is it possible to utilize gold prospecting equipment to recover diamonds where you're limited on water, especially a rocker box.
Yeah, I think it's like with things like quartz and feldspar, you're looking at what, 2.6. I think diamonds are 3.1 or 3.1 to 3.4, 3.14 maybe. It's tough.
Because there are a lot of garnets there, and I always catch garnets in my sluice box.
I mean, garnets are more than that.
Yeah. But is there a possibility you could reduce the pitch? Reduce the pitch would be one, and then
if you reduce the pitch, I mean, there are examples from the guys in the California gold rush that were running sluice boxes. They were finding diamonds in their sluice boxes because there's diamonds in California as well.
Yeah.
And they were catching them in their sluice boxes, but it's low productivity, I would say, like, maybe 50%. If you're running like a grease table or something like that, you probably run a slurry over top of grease, you would get a much higher catch. But I would definitely do it by gravity. Like, I would do it by jigging. That jig that you and I used down, on the river that day, that'd catch diamonds like freaking 90, man.
So I could use. I don't know what happened. I got to screenshot this. Stacy sent me a video to watch.
I'm not so sure I would use steel balls in it, but because you might beat up your diamonds a bit. Believe it or not, diamonds can get beat up by steel.
I found actually plastic. There's solid plastic that is the same size.
Yeah.
And I was gonna take it to. Yeah. They're heavy, like they're lead inside, and then they're plastic on the outside. I'm not sure what the hell they were for. Slingshot, slingshot shit. But my thought was to put that together and take it to an emerald creek down the road to process for small emeralds.
Yeah.
Would that catch emeralds?
I would think so. I would think it depends on the density of the shot. Like I was telling you when we were down there, like sometimes it's better to run them with no shot at all. Like if you've got enough heavies and you can actually pull the screen out and flip it over, you don't need that shot in there.
Well, he's sending me an aluminum version of it where the screen's removable, and then I'm supposed to give this one away. So, I'll be doing it when I get the new one, because it's 2 stages. It's got 30 mesh and 60 mesh. You can run one or both if you choose, and they separate, but the screens are removable on both. Yeah, and then it's got a sluice on off the 60 mesh, and at the bottom where the drippers that looks like when you're milking, where the gold comes out. They actually now run that into a sluice. Yeah. And even concentrate it further.
Yeah. No, I mean that's great. But if you're gonna run it, I don't know what the density emerald is. But like if it were diamonds, I would totally use a jig like that, and just keep feeding it, and until the bed's full, and then shut it off. Like till the bed's full. When you start seeing black minerals on top of the bed, because a lot of black minerals are actually less dense than diamonds. So when you see a lot of black minerals on top of the bed, I would then shut it off. I would drain it and put a piece of plywood or something on top of that screen, and then, flip the screen over and very carefully let it drain, because if you pull it off before all the water's drained out of it, it's going to go everywhere. And then just very carefully lift the screen off, give the screen a couple of taps with a wire brush, check the screen because there might be stuff stuck in it, and then look, and your diamond should be sitting right on the very top of that cake. Or your emeralds, I guess. I don't know what emeralds. What's the specific gravity emeralds? Come on, chat.
I don't have my book with me.
Chat, yeah. Chat's out there.
Hillbilly Samurai, check out the link I just sent you. Or I just put it in chat. This is how I find locations to go.
Damn can got empty too. I can't believe it. These little tiny cans, they just...
I just know that I'm going to be doing some creek time this weekend. Be it, I don't think I'm going to Lucky Strike or anything like that. Not this weekend, next weekend. I don't think I'm going to Lucky Strike or anything like that, but I may be doing some gemstoning.
406 says he thinks it's a 4. So if Emerald's a 4, then it would definitely be sitting. Once you, like I say, you got to put the piece. Don't do the stupid flip thing. Like I know with the Saruka you could do the flip, but you do that onto a prepared pile. With a screen like that, you gotta put a piece of plywood on top, very carefully turn it over, lay it on a flat surface, and then lift it up.
He has a thing now that fits down in. It's aluminum. Mm-hmm. It's got sides on it. It goes right down over the top. Then you can take it off and flip it over into that.
You want to flip it over and have a cake of the material that was in the screen. You want to have a cake. It looks like a cake. It's
like when I do the Saruka.
Yeah. And any precious stones that are there will be on top.
Where do you go now?
I don't know. I remember one time we had a 3/4 inch screen.
I was right there, Joe.
That was our primary. And we needed to come along and fall block and all that kind of stuff. And we pulled that thing up, and the Africans, they put the C-clamps on, and we put the plywood on, and we put the C-clamps on. We swung it over to the table and brought it down, flipped it over, put her down, took the C-clamps off, lifted the thing back up again, hit it like this. And sitting right on top, Joe, was a 12.4 carat octahedral diamond. It was about that big. And I reached out and I grabbed it. And the Africans were like, wow! And that one diamond paid for damn near our entire month's worth of operation at that mine. Yeah. That was some. Oh, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow?
Angie and Rick's doing I hate the most, editing.
Mary, I'm just telling old mining stories here. But I'll never forget that diamond, man. It was absolutely pristine. And it was about that freaking big. It was beautiful. And I put that thing right in my pocket. Bang. Okay, let's go find the rest. Because we every time we flipped that big primary, and we never found diamonds in there.
Hello, Mary.
It was really rare for us. Most of our diamonds we found were kind of in the 2 carat to
so
down to 2mm size.
The next thing, when I go out looking for, when I'm in the creek looking for gemstones, because at the emerald mine you can actually go creeking and there's deposits from floods, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My thought process was to look where the gold would be. Is that asinine, wrong?
Two completely different animals. Now,
all right, so
if
where do we look?
Where do they concentrate?
I remember them.
Maybe. But
Oh, old gold cigarettes. Hey, listen, I got to get off because I got to be quiet anyway. The wife is.
No hearing aids in?
should have the high side.
Yeah, we're at the 2.5 hour mark, so we're going to end it here in 5 minutes.
All right. I'll hang out for the duration. But I'm gonna.
Then Joe's going to stay backstage and he's going to be like, remind me to be quiet. Start getting too loud. Hillbilly Samurai emailed you the link. Stacy, you already got it. And don't forget, so we're going to do Panning Thursday night tomorrow. And then Sluicing Sundays before Trav's 1,000 subscriber giveaway, or during. We have to figure that out. Coin Dude, welcome in, welcome in.
So Stacy said that emerald is 2.6, which means that emerald is the same as quartz in terms of density. So your chances of catching it are nil if you're running it through a sluice box, because you're going to kick your quartz out.
But unless I reduce the pitch.
Well, you reduce the pitch, you're going to catch all the quartz in the world. Like, no, you gotta figure out a different way of doing it.
All right. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know anything about emeralds. The only thing I know is that they mine them visually. You see it, you mine it out.
Well, there's also rubies and sapphires on the same.
Yeah, but that's corundum, and that's a completely different.
So I mean, that's why I know that when I dig in this area, I'm going to find the corundum, because that'll fall in the general area where I'm getting the gold. So now, would it make sense then for the emeralds to go up in the lighter deposit zone?
Yeah. So you're going to find emeralds where you find them, but the corundum, rubies or sapphires, they'll be in the heavies. Oh, Matt's in the house. Milwaukee Matt.
Matt was confused.
Matt
said he wants to get some of them ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕 cards so he can have a good time when he gets out of the doghouse. Hey, look, we got the Hillbilly Samurai in here.
And I still got my freaking crud on my lip. I hate finger blisters.
You got to wear Carmex or chapstick.
Yeah, I've got some HL30.
Oh, you got to get yourself, what the hell is it called?
Dimethicone. Dimethicone?
I use it. My wife never gets them, but my kids, I guess the genetics, they got it from me. My kids get them too.
This is worse. This is the worst I've ever had.
It's a little teeny tube, and it costs about $30. But boy, does it work! And it lasts.
It's got the little squirter on top where you squirt a little bitty ball out on your finger.
It used to be, yeah. Now it is a little squirter, which means you got to use more than you actually need.
It's Herpesen.
Exactly. Well,
that's what this is. Same brand, but it's a stick. They didn't have the little pump. All they had it was with the little stick.
No,
but that's what I usually use.
I can't remember what ours is called, but it works like a charm. It's
Abreva.
Abreva. That's exactly it. Abreva.
Yeah, it's same. Yeah, it's. I think this is the same thing, just the Walgreens generic version of it.
Yeah.
But they were all out of the other, so I had to get that.
All right, we are at that 2.5 hour mark. I'm gonna switch over to this one and play a outro video.
Peace
Go
out,
backstage. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna do a little bit of panning only pans Thursday. Joe's gonna pan. I'm gonna pan. You gonna pan something over there?
I'll be in the man cave, but so you could do like mineral questions, and I could pull shit off the shelf.
Hillbilly Samurai's got a couple bags of dirt he can pan.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've got some New Zealand dirt.
But all right, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
My